Good evening. I'm Josh PRUITT.
And I'm SEARS. This is the Channel 4 News. So many people have been talking about this whale problem we have on the beach. Recently there was a mama whale that washed up, all carcass and like dead.
No.
And you know what they decided to do, Josh?
What was that, man?
They stuck dynamite in it and blew it up.
Oh, sounds terrible.
Yes, there was whale everywhere. I am talking raining blubber.
And our second story will be marriage in the Catholic Church.
Welcome back. And as I said before, I'm Matt from Channel 4 News.
And I'm Josh from Channel 4.
Today's main story is marriage. But not just any marriage.
That's right, it's marriage in the Catholic Church.
The marriage rate continues to decline in the United States. In fact, there has been a decline of over 50% from 1970 to 2010.
It's a pretty big percentage there, man.
Yes, Josh, yes it is.
Well, did you know that both men and women have higher life expectancies when married than those who are single or divorced?
Really? I did not know that. It's quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I can find someone to get married to. I'd like to live as long as possible.
Well, people are getting married later in life now, man. The median age of those married for the first time is currently 28.3 years old for men and 25.8 years old for women. So you got some time, buddy.
Oh man, that's great, that's great. That's good to know. Well, since this is about marriage in the Catholic Church, I'll tell you about the requirements to do so. Many may think that you both have to be Catholic, but that's not the case here. Both must be baptized Christians, with one of them being Catholic. Right, yeah. For a Catholic to be married, a non-Catholic Christian permission is required from his or her bishop.
Oh. A Catholic can marry an unbaptized person, but such marriages are natural marriages only. They are not sacramental marriages.
Oh, nice. That's the great knowledge of the internet. Right. If one of the partners, Catholic or non-Catholic Christian, has been married before, he or she is free to marry only if his or her spouse has died or he or she has obtained a declaration of nullity from the church.
Oof. That is some good stuff there, man.
That's tough to get, you know.
Well, now let's take it to LJ.
Thanks, Josh. We're here at Barris High School for Channel 4 News with Deacon New, and we're here to ask you some questions about the marriage life.
Sure thing.
Why do you feel the need to get married inside of a church is significant?
Well, one of the things that I am convinced of is that marriage requires more than two people to make it work. And the third person would be God and His grace. And I've always felt that God's grace comes through the sacraments. It's one of the major places where God's grace comes from. So to get married in a church is a way for us to bring that grace into the commitment that's being made in public in front of the people who are there to witness the marriage. So at a marriage in church, you're professing your vow, you're making your promise, certainly in front of your family and friends, but also in front of God.
What do you believe is needed to make marriage work?
There's so many things that I think are necessary. Certainly, good marriages work because both people understand what it means to make sacrifices. To sacrifice perhaps their own priority or their own desire for the benefit of their partner. In fact, the marriages that I've always seen, and I've had marriages in my family that have failed, and it's usually because one partner has become selfish. And the relationship has all become about their gratification and their demands. And they've kind of lost the idea that there is something called a sacrificial love, where you give up things, where you go beyond to do things that maybe aren't the kind of things that you would want to do all the time, but you do them for the benefit of your spouse. And certainly when a couple starts to have a family, when they start to have children, parents understand the necessity to make sacrifices.
Has the love for your spouse spouse increase, decrease, or remain neutral since the day of your wedding?
Yes, all three of those. All three of those. And it would be very unrealistic to say that the love in a relationship always increases. Certainly, it's very, very intense when people first fall in love. For my wife and I, that was when we were 18 years old. But we're not 18 years old anymore, and we've been through lots and lots of experiences, like going away to separate colleges, maintaining a long-distance relationship, which is possible. It does work. And then having separate careers, then having children, buying a house together. Major commitments and major things go into that marriage can be.
Do you feel that getting married inside of a church made your relationship stronger?
In our case, it certainly did, because one of the things that it helped us understand is that we're not alone. It's not just the two of us. When problems would occur, we didn't have to try to sort them out ourselves. We didn't have to try to figure them out ourselves. We had someone we could go to, an advocate that we could go to that would help us understand the way things could be and should be accomplished.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for that today. We're finished with our broadcast here at Marist High School. Back to you guys.
Thank you, LJ, and welcome back. Right before we get back into our new segment, we'd like to cut to a commercial break.
What's that?
Do you have insurance on this car?
No.
It must be Eagle Man.
I've got something for you.
Oh, look at those low rates.
This just in. Missing man Luke Spencer has been found outside the strip mall.
He is quite the man, I would say. I think he bought himself a new pair of shoes then.
Well, looks like he lost weight too. Got a new blouse.
That
Nice.
mullet is really working for him,
That new necklace, definitely new. Yeah.
I am digging the onesie. Where can I get that?
What do you think he's got in that bag of trash there, Matt?
Oh, I think he's got a nice new pair of shoes and maybe a shirt. Or pants. I don't know. I don't know if he's a big pants guy.
Maybe some pants. Maybe some higher socks. Who knows, but he looks good.
He does. Looking really well.
Alright. We're going to go back to the marriage here. So, Matt, why don't you take it?
The percent of males who say religion is very important is 16.1%. And the percent of women who say religion is very important, 50.9. A whole 10%.
Oh.
Crazy.
Wow.
Right? Women don't want marriage.
What? Oh. Yep. The probability that a first marriage will last more than 10 years is 66%. Can you believe that?
God, marriages are becoming such shorter now.
And the rate of satisfaction in marriage is higher for husbands and wives when both regularly maintain religious attendance and feel that God is the center of the marriage.
Really? So you're saying the crazy people about God is really helping them?
Yeah, it's true stuff. It's true stuff.
Man, I got that guy was just a figure of speech.
And these are facts. Read the facts, man.
These are great facts indeed. I will thank our prompter for that one. We thank you for watching our new segment tonight. It was quite an adventure, I would say. Learned a lot. Learned a lot.
We are about the marriage life and single life. Can you suck it?
Right? Yes. I would say so. That's exactly.
What is going on over there? Okay. We'll see you next morning. Tomorrow.
Tune in tomorrow at 4, he means. That's what he means.
Oh, see? Turkey dicks.